Well, let's get into some questions.
Yeah.
Let's start with that, and we'll see what other questions. We'll do the ones that were submitted first. Start with those, and then we'll see if anybody hops on and joins in here.
Yeah, and this one's super relevant for today because it's about Let's Talk.
Yeah.
So this one's Lori from Toronto. I'm going to put it on the screen right now.
Okay.
So how do you feel about all the attention given to Bell Let's Talk Day to support mental health?
Well, so Bell Let's Talk Day is in Canada here. And so Bell is a cell phone company. And so for a number of years, they started this a while back. They have Let's Talk Day, and they donate money for every text message I think you send or phone call you make or something like that, which is fantastic. And they donate the money. I'm not sure exactly where it goes anymore, but it's dedicated and committed to supporting mental health in Canada. And so I'm a big believer in talking. I think this notion of let's talk is a great idea. I think one of the biggest problems we've got is we're keeping way too many secrets, and secrets make you sick. That's the title of an upcoming show, actually. Secrets keep you sick. I've got a friend of mine coming on, and he's been sick, emotionally and physically for a long time because of the secrets that he's been keeping. And so I think talking is important. My own pet peeve with this whole thing is there's way too much attention being put on mental health awareness. Yes, we have mental health issues. Is it increasing? Maybe just the awareness around mental health is increasing. I mean, when I was really researching and doing public speaking keynotes around my story and abuse, I was checking the statistics, and the statistics weren't really moving all that much. They were running about 50% for men and 60% for women. So maybe there's, and I don't have the stats. I mean, I'm not speaking from fact, I'm just speaking from opinion, but I think there's just way too much attention being given to mental health, almost to the degree where people are uncertain if they have a mental health problem. And so I give kudos to Bell for funding and supporting, but our system that we've got right now for supporting mental health, it's broken. It's been broken for a long time, and it ain't fixing the problem. They're going after the effect and not the cause. And so the effect is people have anxiety, they have depression, they have PTSD, they have ADHD, they have all these symptoms and problems, and nobody's going after the root cause. The root cause is really what's going on inside. The root cause is how you see yourself. The root cause is how you judge yourself. Your root cause is how you react to a situation. Your reaction to a situation is all based on, again, this programming, this distortion that you've got inside. So I talked to a lot of people about mental health and about their own mental health. And anybody that watched the show a couple of weeks ago, we had Nuray on from Australia. Amazing show. She sent me, Tyson, I don't know if I didn't tell you, but she sent me a couple of video messages. She was in her car and said it on Instagram. She's still blown away how amazing she's doing. So here's a young lady, 30 years old or so, sexually assaulted when she was young and struggled with PTSD and anxiety, depression, all kinds of problems for a long, long time, over 20 years. And within 15 minutes of a conversation with me, all I got her to do was to see the situation differently. I just changed her perception, and I changed her perception on her. And so she was living with all this distortion because she didn't feel good about herself, because she believed stuff about her that wasn't true. She believed stuff that her family and her culture and her friends and people around her reacted a certain way. And she just took all that in, and that really got her stuck. So I think if we're going to keep talking, we got to stop talking and we got to start freaking doing. That's what we got to do. We got to go after the root cause. And that's what I'm on. I'm on a mission to get people to really understand why they're struggling. Because most people, not everybody, some people need drugs, some people need therapy, some people need, certain things. But what people really need to do is take a look inside and figure out who the hell you really are and what you're really capable of. Because if you really understand who you are a spiritual being. You are a soul. You were created in God's image. You're absolutely perfect. I mean, if you just think about how this thing works, it works with absolute perfection. And the laws of nature work in absolute perfection. And so we must be perfect by law. But we got this distorted view of who and what we are and who and what we're not. And that's got to change.